Yes.
Yes,
Am I
sir.
audible?
Good afternoon, sir.
Afternoon, ma'am. Am I audible?
Yes, sir. Yes. Audible.
Yes, yes.
Okay, so should I start?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so good afternoon, friends. Good afternoon, students. I think you have tried that face detection that you have taken yesterday. Hmm? So in a face detection, what we have done, we have detected only face, but from that information, we will not get that the face is belong to whom. The face is belong to my face or it is other face. Okay, so that's why I have given you the assignment that you have to install that face recognition library. Okay, so actually in some operating system it is giving some uh, error. Okay, so you have to remove that error from the Stack Overflow. You have to go and search with that error because it is not easy to install the dlib. Dlib is a cross-compiled language, cross-compiled library. Okay, that's why the dlib installation, if you have done, then face recognition, this library is very easily you can install. So how many of you have done with the installation of face recognition? Anyone? Yes, anyone? Yes, Adib has done. Suyog is also done. Yes. So what about others? Okay, so keep trying. You can watch the recording of all the session on my YouTube channel. So you can go there. You can watch the whole 4 days. Whole 4 days you can watch, and this recording is also I'm recording live. So after this session get over, you can watch the recording also. Okay, but don't now leave this opencv now. Okay, because if you leave the opencv, then actually in the next 2 weeks you will not able to recall all these things. So you have to recall, you have to try this at least 2 weeks or the 4 weeks, then only it is permanent. Okay. Okay, so we'll start with the today's session. So what is the agenda of today's session? The agenda of today's session is the firstly we will, so these are the actually I'm planning, because this is the last day and I have to cover the most of the case studies. So that's why what I have done, because these are somewhat bigger projects. So I'm not going for typing all the things, just I'm explaining this every line, and then after that I'm giving the whole file to you. Okay, so you can find out all these files and whatever the required files to execute these programs you in that Google Drive. Okay, that I already shared with you. Okay, so yesterday actually I have changed the that's in the Google Drive. That is, I have arranged all the program day wise: day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, and day 5. Okay, so in a day 5 you will get all these files after completion of this session. Okay, so very first uh, program we have to study here, the face recognition. So in this face recognition program, we are having one train image and we are having one test image. Okay, so and what we'll do, using this train and test image, we'll compare the result, and if it is having the less distance in this train and test, then we can consider that this image belongs to the same person, otherwise this is belong to the other person. Okay, so in this program we are comparing with the jpg file or simply one image files. Okay, so but suppose if I want to recognize the person real time means in a live video. Okay, so that's why there is the same program is also I have written here. Using this same program, we'll just keep the photo of the training in the folder called as a known faces, and just put whatever the photos here. Okay, and suppose Ganesh Day, this is my wife, my son, and my daughter. Okay, so I have tested for all these four, and whatever the known faces are there, and depending on that known faces, it will detect in a live feed. Okay, so that is also the today's agenda. Third agenda is using this face recognition. If you can get that what is who is that person, then we can extend this program towards making this program as an attendance project. So in this attendance project, what we'll do, we will track the attendance. We'll track the attendance. So if someone is in front of the camera, then its attendance will be taken in this CSV file, attendant.csv. Okay. So who were in front of this camera, all the attendance with the time, okay, with the time it is get loaded in this attendance.csv. Okay, so this is the third program. The fourth program we are going to see as object detection. So in this object detection, we are going to detect, suppose one of the image is there, and in that image you want to identify that how many objects are there, or total, or what is the name of that object. Suppose if cup is there, bottle is there, suppose smartphone is there, if there is sofa is there, then if you want to determine that the name of that object, that is also called as object detection, that we are going to see in this program. And then after that we will extend the same program for real time. So just by, in the previous program we are providing the GPG file. Now in this program we are providing the feed from the camera. We are providing the feed from the camera, and that's it. Remaining is same, and we will draw the one rectangle on that particular object, and we will see the we will write down the name of that objects also. Okay, so this is one of the method. And now this program we can improvise by using the NMS. This NMS is the technique in which in this program, the first program, what is the problem? It will detect the same object multiple times. So if it is detecting the same object multiple times, then the same name is been embedding in your image multiple times, and it is not get readable. So what happened in this NMS, actually in this NMS program, whatever the multiple objects get removed, and only the unique object has been identified. Okay, so this is the, you can see that is a improvised version of the previous one. Okay, so this 6th program we have to take her. And again the next one is the hand detection. The hand detection program also we are going to take. That is we have to detect the how many hands are there in the picture, how many fingers are there, how many fingers are up, how many up fingers are there, how many down fingers are there. Okay, so that we can determine. And then after that we will extend that project toward the interfacing of with the Arduino. Okay, and whatever the count of the finger ups we will display on a LEDs or on a 7 segment also. Okay, so that is the today's agenda. So without wasting the time, we'll start with the very first program, and that is the face recognition with the images. Face recognition with the images. Okay, so first what I'm doing, I'm just copy this and just paste it in chat box. Okay, so it is not possible to copy whole program at the same time. So I will put the program in 2 parts, so that if you have installed the face recognition module, you can also try with me. Okay, because I'm not going to type, because if you want to cover this whole 7 to 8 programs, you require again 3 to 4 days. For only one project you require at least 3 to 4 hours. Okay, so very first one is the we require the 2 images first. We require 2 images. So what you can do, you can take your pictures. So I have taken my picture. This is my first picture, this second picture, and this is the third picture. So you require the multiple images. The one of the image you can take it as a, for the training purpose, and then the second image you can take it as a for the testing purpose. So this is my train image. So in the train image, I am recognizing the face. I'm recognizing the face. So I'm first importing the face recognition module, and then I am using this function called as a load image file, load underscore image underscore file, and this will return the IMG train. Okay, this will return the IMG train. This is the image in which the face has been recognized. Okay, now next one is the Now the default image is the BGR image, but for recognition, to find the location of your face, the BGR will not work. So the face recognition module will work on RGB images. So that's why we have to convert this image into the RGB format. So this is the convert CVT color. We have already used this. We generally use BGR to gray, but here the BGR to RGB, this is the color code that you have to use. Okay, so first train image we have read, the second test image we have read. Okay, then after that we have to find out its face location and its encoding. Now what done by encoding? Encoding is also called as a features, the features of your face. Okay, so this first line will give the location of your face present in that particular image. So if there are two faces present in the image, then it will return the array of this face lock train. This contains the location of the two faces. Now I'm giving here the ganeshattardevan.png. So this image is only having the one face. So that's why what I am doing, I am only reading its 0th index. The first location of your face you will get at the 0th index. The second, if the second face is present, then its location can be you can get it by using the 1. Getting that? So 0 means only one face is present. So these are the location. What is the location? Locations are nothing but the X, Y, and the width and the height. X, Y, and W and H. These are the location. Encode train. What is the encode train? Encode train represent the features of your face. So every face is having its feature. It's having its unique feature. Now that features we have stored into the encode train. Okay, so we have calculate for the train and we have calculate for the test also. Okay, and what we have done, we have draw the rectangle. By using this X, Y, W, and H. By using the X, Y, W, and H, we have drawn the rectangle. Why? Because face detection also we have drawn the rectangle. Here also we are drawing the rectangle that this is the detected face. Okay, so this is the rectangle has been drawn on a train face also, on a test face also. Okay, now next one is you have this encoding of the train face and the encoding of the test face. Okay, now you have to compare. Okay, so how to compare? Now in a face recognition module, there is a function called the compare underscore faces. Now this compare underscore faces will compare this image with this encoding with this encoding. You can compare this encoding with this encoding. Okay, now these are only the two images, so that's why you can write here instead of train, you can write test also. You can write, or simply what I'm doing, it should be actually outside. The train should be at the outside and the test should be inside. And here also train, and it should be test. Okay, so this train encoding I'm comparing with the testing encoding. Okay, so now it get compare and it get results. Now what is the result? The result contains the very simple output. What is the output? The output is either true, either false. Very simple. If the result is true, it means that both encoding are same. It means that both images is of same person. Getting that? So if the result is true, then we identified the face, we recognize the face. Okay, and if the result is false, then there is unknown face is there. Okay, now how much that particular face has been matched, that you can get by using the phase distance. So phase distance is the variable which contains the distance between the two faces. So you can consider it as a Euclidean distance between the 2 points. Like that also here, how much different that two images are there, or how much similarity that two faces are there, that we can. Now we have printed that result and faces. Okay, so if the result is true, both are related to the both files are having the same face. If result is equal to false, then both are having the different faces. Okay, and we can also compare with the face distance. Now it might happen that if suppose there are two brothers are there, now maximum time it might happen that if there are the two brothers, the most of the brothers are same brothers are having the phase distance is the same, like up to the 0.5 or 0.6. Okay, and result is also true. Result is also true. So we can consider that if the phase distance is less than 0.5, then only the two persons are same. Otherwise the two persons are different one. That also we can consider for detection of the or recognition of the faces. So these are the two parameters by which we will take the decision that this face is related to a given face, given this is a train face, the face available in this train image, or otherwise it is a other person. Okay, now next one is the very simple. This is just drawing the rectangle by using the face location test. Okay, this is the x, y, and x2, x1, y1, y2, x2, y2 that has been read from the face location test, and some rectangle has been drawn. Okay, rectangle with the green color has been drawn, and one filled rectangle has been drawn. Now when I run this program, you can see what is the output of this rectangle. Then very simple condition we have put here. If the result of 0 is true, it means that we have identified the first face. If it is true, we identify the face space. And one more condition we have taken as if face distance is less than 0.5. Okay, so if both are true, then only I can say that the above image, that the test image, is a of the Ganesh. Above is image contains the face of Ganesh, that is me. Okay, otherwise it is an unknown face. Otherwise it is an unknown face. Okay, so just I put simple if else. So if the condition is satisfied, then Ganesh is printed in uppercase, and otherwise the unknown will be printed. Getting that? So and just we have show that train image and the test image. Let me run this program and we see the output. So when I run this program, it will open the two. You can say that you can see here, this is a train image. In this train image, the face has been detected, and in this face, whatever the encoding is there, it is compared with this test image, and now it is successfully identified that this is the image of Ganesh. This is the image of Ganesh. So let me give the another image. Test image I'm giving as a different one, like suppose lena.jpg. Okay, so we have that lena.jpg. Just I'm running again. Now train image is my image and the test image is the lena.jpg. Okay, you can see here, this is my train image. Train image is mine image, and the test image, in this test image the Lena is there. This Lena, you can see here, this is the false. Okay, we have printed here that result, it is a false. And what is the distance is very large, 0.92. maximum is 1. So 0.92 is the large distance. So that's why we can say that this is the face of the unknown person. Are you getting this? So we can try with the other people also. For example, this is the Narendra Modi is also there. Okay, Narendra Modi. So we can try with the Narendra Modi. Narendra Modi.jpg. And let's see that it is matching or not. Okay, so let's see that my face is matching with the Narendra Modi or not. How much it is matching? Okay, so it is unknown. And how much it is matching? 0.63. Okay, 0.63. So it is unknown. Okay, so otherwise what we can do, I can put this train image. I can put this train image here, and I can put the test image as suppose Ganesh Tarde, or simple same name I can give, or the you can download the another image of the Narendra Modi. Okay, Narendra Modi, and you can give here the, because I don't have only, I have only one copy of the Narendra Modi. So same image I am actually copying, testing, and let's check that. Now it is perfectly matching because both images are same. But the problem is it is saying that it is the image of Ganesh. So it is not image of Ganesh. Why? Because we have hardcode here. We have hardcore here. So every time you have to change here. Every time you have to change Narendra Modi. Narendra Modi. Okay, then just run it, and then you can have the output like this is the image of Narendra Modi. Okay, so this is the image of the Narendra Modi. Yes, are you getting this? Okay, so this is the changes that you can do. Okay, so this is the program. You can modify this program. Okay, then after that, now the same program we have extend towards the face recognition in a real time. Okay, so real time means every time we don't want to give the image only. Okay, the image can be taken from the camera directly. But what about the train images? So like in the previous program, we have given the train image as this one, ganesh.png. So in a real time, we just have to we have to give the train images. So what I have done, whatever the training that I have to given, so that I'm putting all the train images, I'm putting in a known faces folder. So I've created one folder here in a Python project, and here this is the first Ganesh Day. This is my grandfather photo. This Janvi, this is my daughter. He's my son, Kostub. Okay, so he's my wife. This is Narendra Modi, and this is the actually Rahul Gandhi photo. Rahul Gandhi photo is not opening. Okay, it is because it is WEB. Okay, so no problem. So we'll go towards that face recognition real time, and we'll see the what is the return. So again, same, I'm putting your code. I'm putting this code in a chat box in a two parts, because in a same part it is not possible. Okay, so here it is also not. Okay, so up to this also it is. So while true, and this match index, yes, that's it. And now these three parts, but it's somewhat longer program. So firstly, we have to read out all the images. So this is the code to read out all the images. So known faces, first one, path is equal to known faces, and then we have read all the images present in that folder. Okay, by using the os.list directory will give me the list which contains all the files name. So if you print out this my list, it contains the first as a ganesh.jpg, then grandfather.jpg, janvi.jpg, kostubji.jpg. I can run this program and I will show you the output. So where is that? Okay, so it is a real time. Just right click and run. Okay, so just I want only this one. So you can see here, first one, Narendra Modi.jpg, Rahul Gandhi.web, then Kostub.jpg, grandfather. Okay, so all these known faces, all the known faces. So you want to detect your face. So what you have to do, you just have to take your JPG file and you have to put into this folder. Okay, you have to put in this folder. So these, you can say that you can consider this as a authenticate folder. And what is the name of this particular file? What should be the name? The name is very similar like your the person name. Suppose this is the Kaustubh, so that's why the file name should be the Kaustubh. Why? Because I have not taken here the different different list to store the name of that person. Okay, so what I have done, I have created the list. I have created the list in which I have split this Narendra Modi.jpg with the dot and then I'm taking only the name. I don't want this jpg. I don't want the jpg. I want only this Narendra Modi. So you can see this when I print the class name, you can have this list. You can have this list. Narendra Modi is the first only, second is the Rahul Gandhi, third one. So it is the program to remove the extension of the file. Very simple. To remove the extension, and the same name you can get when this particular face is get recognized. So are you getting this? Just type yes if you have understood what is this, what is the purpose of this program. Because it should be dynamic. Okay, it should be dynamic. Every time you don't have to put the name, you don't have to modify the your program. It is done automatically. So just have to place one jpg file in the known faces, and that's it. It will automatically modify the list of the available faces. Okay, now the next one is the in a first program we have to find out the encodings of the train face as well as for the test faces. So here we have to find out the encoding. So what I have done here, I have written the one definition function in which I am providing the images, and then it will return me the list of the encoding faces. List of the encoding faces. If there are the 6 faces are there, train faces, then it will return the encode list which contain the 6 encodings. Every encoding is present. Suppose the encoding list of 0 means Narendra Modi's encoding. Encoding list of 1 means Rahul Gandhi face encoding. Encode list of 2 means Kaustubh face encoding, like that. So here one definition or the function is written here. Now the next one is the encode list known. This function just I have to call. This function I am calling, and here this is the images. This is the images. I have put this all the images in a list. Image is also the list, and this all the images is in a list, and that images I have given here as an input to the fine encoding. And now this encode list known, this is the list which contains all the face encodings of the known faces. Are you getting this? This encode list known, this contains the encoding of all the known faces. Okay, and after finding all the encoding, it will just print encoding completes, because it takes some time. It takes actually 3 to 5 seconds to calculate the encoding of each and every face. So it takes time, and then after that we will have the encoding of this particular all the faces. Now what just we have to do? Okay, next we have to do that. We have to capture the image. We have to find out its encoding, and just we have to compare that encoding with this list, with the encode list in all the faces encode list present in this list. Getting that? So new face you are capturing, find the encoding, compare with the known encodings. If it is matches, then find out the ID, at what ID it is present. It is Narendra Modi or Rahul Gandhi or Kaustubh or grandfather. This faces belong to whom? And if suppose if it is belonging to this grandfather, then just write down that name in the image, that is it is a face of the grandfather. Otherwise, if you are captured the face, and if it is not, if the face encoding, if you are comparing with this encode list known, and if it is not present, then you can say that there is unknown face. Very simple. Okay, so the next one is capture the image, capture your video by using the cv2.video capture. Now you can put here 0 or 1 depending on your camera ID. So if there is only one camera, use the 0. If there are 2 camera, use 0, either 1. Okay, now next one is the in a while true, instead of true, just I have use here is open. Okay, so instead of true you can use the cap dot is open also, and then just read out the frame, each frame I am reading, and then after that just resize it. Why we are resizing? Because if we are giving the that larger, if you are giving the larger frame that you have captured from the camera as it is, then finding the encoding of your frame, it requires the time, and then your algorithm require the more time to detect the faces, so it doesn't seems like it is a real time. So that's why what you have to do, you have to compress the image, or you have to resize the image. Okay, so whatever the img, it is get resized with the function called as a 0 cv2.resize, and with the function 0.25. so whatever the resolution of the img get converted into the 1/4 resolution. Okay, 1/4 resolution. If the width is the 500, if width is 400, then now the new width is 100 only. If the height is 400, then the new height is only 100 only. Okay, so because the function fx and fy we have used as a 0.25. Okay, so small color. Okay, then after that we have to find its location and encoding, so that's why convert it to the bgr to RGB, because to find out the location and the encoding we require the RGB image. So convert it in RGB, then after that find out the location, face in a current faces. Okay, faces current frame, find out its face location, and then find out its encodings. Okay, so if the current frame is having the more than one faces, then your face current frame is having the more than one values. Encode current frame is having the more than one value. So it is the list of the current faces, list of the current encodings. Getting that? So we have to iterate. Because if there is only one face, no need to iteration. But it might possible that in a real time you are having the more than one faces. So that's why we have to use the iteration here, for loop. So we are iterating through the encode current frame and the face current frame, and we are find out the face location and the encode face for each and every face present into the current frame, the current live frame. Okay, so face current frame, first frame is assigned to this, its location of the first face. This is the encoding of the first face, it is provided to the encode face. Okay, so here we have compare the faces first. We'll see that this first face is present in the encoding list known or not. So where this encoding list known, this is the encoding list known. We have already find out the known faces encoding. So we are comparing the faces current frame with the known faces. Okay, and then matches and the face distance. Okay, so that we have calculated. Then after that we want to find out its index. We have to find out the index. Why we need the index? Because we need to find out the name. So index 0 means Narendra Modi, index 1 means Rahul Gandhi, index 1 means Kaustubh. Okay, so like that, 0 1 2 3 4 6 like that. Okay, so that's why we have find out the index from the face distance, and then next one is very simple. Next one is you have to just draw the rectangle, and you have to put the name. So where from you get the name? Suppose if the match index is 0, then what this statement becomes? The statement becomes class name of 0. What the class name of 0? Narendra Modi. So name is equal to Narendra Modi. Okay, so this Narendra Modi has been printed on your image. Narendra Modi has been printed. So this is very simple. It is just print your rectangle and the name of the known face, name of the face. If it is present, if it is present, then only it print. If it is not present, I have not handled that condition. If it is unknown face is there, then it will not identify. It will not identify. The rectangle will not be drawn. Rectangle will not be drawn. Okay. And then after that, that image has been shown with the as a window name as a webcam, or you can just replace as a face recognition. Okay, and then img, and that's it. Your program is done. Okay, very simple. The previous program just I have just modified. Let me run this program and we will see the output. We'll see the output. So this is the program that I want to run. d5_2_ face recognition. I'm running this and let's see this. Now this is the known faces: Narendra Modi, Rahul Gandhi, Kaustubh. Okay, so this is it is successfully identified my name, Ganesh Attarde. Now I have the photo of my grandfather also. Let's see that it is identifying the both or not. You can see here the grandfather face is also identified. Okay, grandfather face is also identified. Let's check here if it is identifying the face of the Narendra Modi or not. Okay, so we have to invite the Narendra Modi to home. Okay, in my company, just I'm inviting Narendra Modi. Okay, so what I can do, just I am switching this to my web camera. So just have to put here from 0 to 1, or simply use my web camera. Yes, web camera I have inserted, and let me check that it's what is its ID? It's 0 or 1. Encoding complete, and now this is my web camera. You can see here I can move this. Okay, I can move this, and let's see the. Okay, so Narendra Modi. Okay, so it is successfully identified that this is the face of the Narendra Modi. Okay, and this is the grandfather. So actually it is because of that tube light, it is not identifying the faces of. Okay, so only two faces has been identified, me and my wife. Okay, so and it is not so much, it is just like a real time. So are you getting this? Type yes. Or program I will be providing to you directly, you can run as it is. You have to just modify this. For modifying this program, you must have the knowledge of Python. You must have knowledge of Python. So what you can do, I have the I have one course. I have one course on. I have already recorded course on Udemy. So what you can do, you can go to the udemy.com and just type Python programming mastery. Python programming mastery. And when you type the Python program mastery, you can get it at the very first course from me, that is from the Ganesh Attade. So what you can do, you can click here, and now you can purchase this. Now currently it is giving the 91% off. Currently it is giving 91% off. The price is 455 only, 455 only. But directly don't go directly. I do my referral link. So my referral link I'm just putting into the chat window. So it is link.ganeshattade.com/udemy-python. Okay, so this is the link. Just store somewhere this link so that you can visit this website later and you can purchase with the best possible price. Okay, so I have taken this course in a very basic manner. That is, if you don't know, if you are very beginner of the Python, then you can also start with this. All the syntax I have taken, all the syntax, how to write the if, how to write the for. Okay, so how what is the split function, all these functions I have been explained there. Okay. Okay, so that's it from me for the face recognition real time. So but can I use the same file, for doing some project like attendance system? Yes, we can do. So what is the changes? The changes is very simple. So instead of the known faces, just create one folder which contains your class students name. Okay, all the students faces you just have to put it here. All the students faces you just have to put it here in this folder. And after putting the folder, this is same in a previous program. Okay, finding encoding, this is again same that I already explained. Now this is somewhat new. This new. Okay, I will be explaining this mark attendance function. Okay, so this is also same. Okay, video dot capture, this is same, and then this is also the same. This is also same. Now what is the change? The change is call here the after putting the text on the image, if the face has been recognized, what you have to do, you have to call this function mark attendance function, and you have to provide the name. Okay, mark attendance name. Okay, and now mark attendance function is returning true or false. If it is returning true, then you can consider that you can check, you can print here attendance mark for this particular student, getting this? So mark attendance. Okay, now just look at this mark attendance function. Now in this mark attendance function, I have created one attendance.csv file. You can see here attendance.csv file which contains the name and the time, and then I have opened this file and I have read all the file. I have read all the lines. For example, if this attendance, if you already marked the attendance, for example, I have marked the attendance for Ganesh and suppose the time is 10:45, 56. So this is already I have marked. Okay, because on the same day, I have already been marked, my attendance has been marked. So if you are going in front of that camera again one more time, the attendance should not be marked. So that's why what I have done, I have read all the lines. In that lines, I'm checking firstly, I have to extract the names only. So that's why I'm extracting, I am splitting with the comma, and then I'm reading only the first entry, that is the name, only name. And now this name list I'm having, that is the name list contains the name of the student which has been already marked their attendance. Okay, now we have to see that here this name that we have given this function, it is present in that name list or not. If it is not present in the name list, then just read the current time and just write down that name with comma and the date, name comma date, in the file called as attendance.csv. Are you getting this? So this is the only change. Suppose you want to do something else. For example, if you are in front of the camera and suppose you want to open a lock, or you want to open a door. So you just write down your definition, unlock door. Okay, with the name. So who is opening that particular door, and just here provide one file, and in which just make an entry that's called the logging. You just make an entry by using this, and then after that provide the code for unlocking the door. Are you getting this? So you can use the same program for the multiple application, for the multiple projects. So for multiple projects, you just have to change the name of the function and the working of this function. So if you know the Python very easy, deeply, then you can easily write down this code very easily. Okay, so what I can do, now you can see that the attendance.csv, I'm making this as a empty. Okay, this is empty, and let me run the attendance.csv, and let's see that it is working or not. Okay, so attendance project, I am just running it. Okay, so you can see here my face has been recognized. My face has been recognized multiple times. My face is recognized multiple times. Okay, but you can see here only one time attendance mark for Ganesh Day, it has been printed here only one time, because I handled that. If you're not handle that condition, then what happened? Every time in that particular loop, whenever your face has been recognized by your name, every time the new entry has been marked. So your entry has been marked only one time, so that's why I handle that. Now this grandfather, now you can see here, you can see this attendance mark for grandfather, attendance mark for grandfather. So like that. Now, and also you can see here the attendance.csv. What I can do, just I'm closing my project, and let's see the it's a real view of the attendance.csv. Okay, so now it is not seen good. So what you can do, you can open this csv file in the Excel. You can open this csv file in Excel. So the PyCharm project and attendance.csv. Here is the attendance.csv file. Yes, this is the attendance.csv file. So I'm opening with the Excel. So when I open this with the Excel, you can get that entries. You can get that entries. So you can say that here Ganesh Day has been given the attendance at the time 15, that is 3 p.m. 50 minutes. Okay, grandfather 3 p.m. 51 minutes. So are you getting this? So you can use this file for modifying for any you can modify this program. Okay, you can modify this program very easily. You just have to modify that mark attendance. You can give the another name also, another name, depending on whatever your project is there. Yes, are you getting this? You can store this your attendance in a MySQL also. Suppose if the database has been connected, then you can store that entry into the MySQL, and using that database you can get the attendance to the another application also. Okay, so for simplicity I have taken the CSV file only. So have you understood this project? Tell me. Type yes if you understood. Type yes. Now the same file, actually it is very big file. So should I give you right now, or you can download? You can download afterwards also from that Google Drive. Okay, so Google Drive, yes, that's it. Okay, so I'm uploading all these files on Google Drive. You just have to visit there and day 5. Okay, now the next one is the object detection. Next one is object detection. Now what about object detection? Object detection means, suppose now face means a particular face is there, or simple face is there that you are identified. Object means you can see that these of the objects you can recognize. This much of the object you can recognize. You can recognize person, bicycle, car, motorcycle, airplane, bus, train, truck, boat, traffic light, fire hydrant, street light, stop sign, parking meter, bench. Now this much of the, how many items total here? 91 objects are there. So using this program you can recognize total 91 objects. Now this is the list. This is the list. If one of the object is present in your frame, current frame, then you can easily get the name of this particular object. by using the program. What is that program? We will see. So the program is the object detection. So you require these 3 files. You require these 3 files. Now I'm uploading these 3 files again. I'm uploading these 3 files on Google Drive. You can first download it and just paste it that in your project folder. Okay, so whatever the project folder, you can upload it. And then now I'm reading from the one of the image home.jpeg. So where is my home.jpeg? Yes, where is it? Yes, home.jpeg. So this is the file. Now I want to identify whatever the objects is present. Okay, so I want to identify here the objects. That's why I'm using this. Now firstly we will identify the objects from the image, then after that we will modify the program for the real-time application also. Now next one is class name. The class name you can get from the coco.names. So this is the coco.names. So from using this you can get the class name. So this is the program to read out the all the names and insert the names in the as a list. So class names is the list which contains the name of all the classes or name of all the objects, Okay. Now next one is actually we are using here the pre-trained model. We are not giving here the information to the computer that this is bottle, this is mouse, this is the suppose person, this is bicycle, this is car. We are not learning. We are not wasting here the time for learning. We are using the ready-made trained model. So that is also called as a mobile net. Okay, so this mobile net model, it is free of cost available. It is having some accuracy, but somewhat it is also get failed, but it is a free of cost. That's why everyone is using this. So you have to use this config path and the wait path. Using the wait path, these 2 files are generally needed for the detection of your object detection. You require these 3 files. First one is this one, pbtxt, and then the pb file, that is a wait file and the config file. Okay, and then we are making the one network that is called a deep network. We are making one network. Using that network we are detecting the object from our image. Okay, so dark net, if you have already heard this word, so I'm creating here the one neural network. Okay, and I'm providing the weight and the config part to this. I'm calling the detection model, DNN underscore detection model function, and this net, and just I'm providing some better you can say it is a numbers. That is very, I have tested this, and using these numbers actually you can get the best results. That's why I'm putting here directly numbers. You can use as it is, or if some cases actually if the particular object is not get determined, not get identified, so you can play around these numbers. You can reduce or increase these numbers. Okay, then after that, very simple, we are now deal with this. This is the very important function, and that is the net.detect. Yeah, so detect will detect the objects in the given image. So what is the image? img. So this img. Okay, so from the img. And now what is the second parameter? The second parameter is what is its threshold value of the confidence. Confidence, you can consider that here, how much at what is the confidence that you are saying that this object is belonging to this particular category. Okay, suppose if there are the 2 bottles, are there. Now one bottle is one object is look like a bottle, but that is not a bottle, it is some different object. Okay, so you can say that here, what is the confidence level? You are saying that this is a 100% bottle, or you are saying that it is a 0.7, that is 70% bottle. What a confidence level? So I'm putting the confidence level as a 50%. Okay, so if your model get failed, if your model is it is not detecting correctly, Suppose if bottle, and if it is saying that it is a vase, then you can increase this confidence. You can increase this up to 0.7, 0.8 or 0.9 also. Actually 0.9 or 0.8 tak theek hai, but 0.7, 0.6 is, that's it. Okay. Now I'm giving here 0.5. You can increase it. You can play around this again. And now what it returns? It returns the class ID, confidence, and its bounding blocks, bounding box. Why we require bounding box? Because we have to draw the rectangle over that particular object. So we require the coordinates of that object, so that we can get by using the B box. Okay. What is the confidence? Okay, what is the confidence that particular object is related to this class ID? Okay, so class ID means this is the, suppose class ID means this is the class ID number 0, 1, class ID number 1, 2, class ID number 3, class ID number 4. So in the class ID, if you are getting 1, so it means that it is a person. In a class ID, if you are getting this 9, then it means that the object is boat. Okay, so using this class ID, we can easily get the name of that class. Okay, confidence. What is the confidence? What is the confidence of that particular object that we can get? And the B box. B box means it is very much important to draw the rectangle. Okay, so there is a coordinates of your object. Okay, so I have iterating. Just I'm iterating through this all the objects. So this is the zip function using which I can iterate. I require the class ID as well as confidence as well as the B box. So that's why I'm using the zip function. So one value of the class ID, one value of the confidence, and one value of the B box is taken. And the first object, class ID, confidence, and box is provided to this, and then it is drawing the each. It is iterating. Suppose there are 5 objects are there. It is iterating 5 times. There are only one object, it is iterating 1 time only. Okay, so rectangle has been drawn by using the box coordinates, and then with the color as a green, and then its name, its name. Now I want to put the name of that particular object. So the name of the particular object, you can put it as a class ID of -1. Now class ID, why we are taking as a class ID of -1? Because class ID will provide the class ID as a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. But we have stored this class name in a list, and the class list index is always start with the 0. Okay, list index always start with the 0. So if the class ID is 7, if the class ID I'm getting as a 7, so actually class ID 7 means actually it is train. But what is the class name of 7? Class name of 7 is the 8th object, that is truck. So if you are using directly class ID, the object, it is train, but it is wrongly identified as a truck. So that's why we have to make a -1 from it. Okay, and we can easily get the class name from using this class names of class ID dot name. And just in uppercase, we are printing here. Here some coordinates has been given, and we are showing the output. Let's run this program and see the output. So where is that program? It is the object detection. Okay, yes, I'm running this, and let's see the output. Home.jpeg, it is the input. Yes, you can see here the output we are getting. Potted plant. This is the vase. This is the couch. Okay, couch. This is also vase. Potted plant. This is a potted plant. This chair has been identified. Potted plant has been identified. Vase has been identified. Okay, some object is identified and some objects are not identified. Only 91 objects are there. Okay, 91 objects are present in that particular list. So if one of this is there, now we can give the another image also. We can give another image. So we can okay, so I'm leaving to you. Just provide the different images, download the different image from this from the internet, and you just have to provide the name, you just have to provide this file name, and just play around this. And it is detecting correctly or not, you just have to see this. Let's see that is so okay. So I am putting this whole code into the chat box. Okay, you can play with this, but actually you have to download these files, all these 3 files you require. Okay, yeah, all these 3 files you require. If you have these 3 files, it is freely available in internet. On internet it is freely available. Okay, now the next one is the object detection real time. Object detection real time. This is the real time. Okay, so the same thing, only what we have done, instead of giving the img from the image, we are giving the image from the live feed. Okay, so that's it. That is the only change. Okay, so let's see the, okay, so what is it? It is 0. It's self-explanatory. The video is self-explanatory. Okay, let me stop the first one. Stop all. And again run this real time. So the previous file is also running. Okay, so you can consider that. You can see here, person and the teddy bear has been identified here. Now I have placed here some images, the objects, some objects. Okay, so this teddy bear, look at here, teddy bear is there. So it is identified as a toilet. Now what is this? This is keyboard. Cell phone is also identified correctly. Bowl or cup. Spoon. Actually it is wrongly identified because it is knife, but it is identified as a spoon. Okay, it is a bottle. Actually it's bottle. It is a bottle. Okay, so it is a glass, but it is identified as a bottle. It is a remote. Yes, now it is successfully identified. Remote. Scissor. Okay, very scissor, but it is identified as a scissor, but it is actually knife. Some objects, because of that confidence level, so we can increase the confidence level. And we can mouse. It is identifying the mouse or not. Okay, so cup has been identified. Cup has been, bowl has been identified. It is a fork. Actually it is identifying as a fork. Actually it is a brush. Okay, so you can play with the, yeah, it is now modified as a mouse. Okay, mouse, because of the brightness level of the your video also affect the output. The brightness should be very high. So book is not identified actually. So you can see this. Laptop has been identified. There also TV has been identified. Okay, and look at here, the clock has been identified, and these are the persons. Person is also identified. Okay, persons, it is identified as a tennis bat. It is identified as a tennis bat. This is my set actually. Okay, so are you getting this? So using this technique, what you can do, you can do your object detection in a real time. Okay, so whenever the object is detected, and suppose if you want to do something, then you can also write one function. Okay, because you have the class name here. You have the class names. If you have the class name, then you can easily get, for example, you can write here, if class names, okay, of class id -1 is equal to suppose cup. Okay, it should be very same. Suppose it is, if it is car. Okay, if it is car, consider that if it is car. Suppose if it is car, okay, then what you have to do, suppose you have to increment one count. So count is equal to count plus 1. Count is equal to count plus 1. So it is a car count. Car count is equal to car count plus 1. Okay, so you can find out the how many cars are present in the particular video or from the particular image. Getting this? And you can easily print out that. Okay, so whatever the, actually it is a basic code, you can consider this. Okay, you can modify this code for your application or for your project. Okay, so any doubt or any question from this? Can you bring your hand in front of camera? Okay, hand is not recognized because hand is not an object. Yes, Manas, hand is not an object. I'm person. So my bounding box get increased. Hand detection is the different one, different program. Okay, so we have done with the object detection real time. Let's see the output of this. I have modified this program with the NMS because some cases, actually in some cases it is not identifying the objects very easy. So okay, so I have to run the different one. Okay, sorry. Q. I have to run this one, NMS. Let's see the output. See the output of this NMS. It is TDB. Only one box has been, only one box you can get it here. It is a bottle. Keyboard, cell phone. Actually, it is also identifying the books. Why it is not identifying? So I don't know. It is much better output. Much better output. Okay, so why it is not giving the list of all the objects? Due to the brightness level of your video. If you increase the brightness level of the video, then actually you can get the, so you can see this. The board is identified as a refrigerator. That is not a refrigerator. Okay, so this is the object detection. Same, you require these 3 files, so you can modify this program, modify the program. Now what we will do, I will be showing you one more hand detection project. So very interesting one. So very first project I have done as this one, I think. Actually, in this project, I will be first explaining this project. Then afterwards, I will be showing the output. Okay. So here, I'm using one library, one module, which is available into the library called the CV zone. Okay. So if you want to use this code, then very first thing, you have to go to the terminal. You can note down this one. Note down these steps. Firstly, you have to go to the terminal and just type pip install CV zone. Okay, so this is the command that you have to type into the terminal. pip install cv zone, and after installation you can able to execute this code. You can able to execute this code. Now what is this code? We will see by executing it. Okay, but before that, let me show you, explain you the program. Okay, so this is the module that I'm using. This module contains has AV zone contains a hand detector module. This is a hand detector module, which will detect the hand from your frame. Hand from your frame. What is the hand? It also detect it is a right hand or it is a left hand. It is also return me the coordinates of all the my fingers. Also return the coordinates of all the fingers. Okay, you can get the output like this. I will be showing you the output. Okay, so this much of output you can get, and these are the, okay, so these are the IDs by using which you can get the each and every coordinate of your hand. For example, you want the tip of your thumb and you require the tip of your index finger. Okay, so tip of your finger, thumb, and tip of your index finger. Now this you want to measure the distance. Okay, now that usually you can do this. Just read the point number 4 and read the point number 8 and just subtract it. By subtracting, you can easily get the distance. Yes, so generally this module has been used for the hand gesture recognition. What is the gesture of your hand? What is the position of all the coordinates of your hand? That you can easily get by using this module, hand detector module. Okay, so we have captured from the video ID number 0. We have put it the wcam and hcam, that is the width and height of the camera, as a 1280 by 720. And then very much important, that is your detector is equal to hand detector. This is the library that we imported, and we are giving here detect the we have to create the object of the detector. Firstly, and detection confidence is 0.8, and the maximum hand I want to detect as a 2 only. Okay, maximum hand. So if you want to detect the maximum as a 4, just provide here 4. So in your application, suppose you require to place the 2 persons in front of your camera, so use the maximum hand as a 4. Okay, so for 1 person, maximum hand is equal to 2. Now detection confidence you can increase or lower by by checking your output. So I put it as a 0.8, that is 80% confidence I want. Now the next one is the this p time. I have put it for the calculation of the fps. Whatever the fps, that is a frame per second. Frame per second you can easily calculate by using this formula. Current time, take it as a current time. Current time of the frame, and if you know the previous time of the frame, previous frame time and current frame time, you can calculate the fps, frame per second, as 1 divided by c time, that is current time minus p time. Okay, so this is the formula to calculate the fps. Okay, so that fps I'm putting into the image itself, so it will printing the frame per second. Okay, first we have read the camera, then after that whatever the img is there, that img we are providing to the detector object, and we are calling the function as a find hands. This find hands will find out the hand present in this img, that is my frame, and it will return the img as well as the hands. No, the hand, if there are only 2 hands, this hands contains 2 objects, hands of 0 and hands of 1. Hands of 0, because the list of hands you are getting, list of hands. So hands of 0 is the first hand, hands of 1 is the second hand. Okay, so I want to do this only when if there is a hand is present. If hands, it means that if the hands list is not empty, then first read the first hand. First hand I'm reading as a hands of 0. Only first hand I am reading. Okay, only first hand. Okay, I'm not dealing with the second hand. Hand of 1 means, hands of 1 means second hand. Okay, so it is the first hand. Okay, now read out all its information. What is the information of that hand? That is lm list. So what is that LM list? The LM list contains the coordinates. LM list contains the coordinates, all the 21 fields, 21 indexes, 0 to 20. So 21 indexes, you can get the information of the 21 indexes. So list of 21 landmarks point you can get in this list. So LM list of 1. So suppose if you want the distance between this 4 and 8, you can easily read the LM list of 4 and LM list of 8. Use LM list of 4 minus LM list of 8. So if it is positive, do this. If it is this, then do this. You can play around this. Okay, so you can easily get the gesture. Okay, then bounding box, you are also getting to draw the box, to draw the to draw the hand. You are getting a bounding box. Center point also you are getting. Okay, hand type also you are getting. It is a left hand or right hand, left hand or the right hand also you are getting. Okay. Suppose if you want to do if you want to execute your some statement only if the only right hand is present, then you can also do this. Okay, if left hand present, then do another thing. If right hand present, do another thing. You can play around this by providing the hand type also. Now here I'm calling one function called the fingers of function. Now fingers of function will give the list of the up fingers. Now what do you mean by up fingers? If the your fingers are up, that is if you are not if your all the fingers are up, it will give the value as 1. And if the fingers are not up, if the fingers are down, then it will give the particular index of that finger as a 0. Okay, so we'll print out that finger 1, and I will be showing you the what is the output first. Print finger 1, print finger 1. Okay, fingers 1, print fingers 1. And now you are getting one list which contains the 5 items, because only 5 fingers are there for one hand. 5 finger. First value is related to the thumb. Second value is related to the index finger. Third value is related to the middle finger. Next value is related to the ring finger, and the last value is related to the pinky finger. Okay, so you can easily get the values 1 or 0. 1 represent it is up, 0 represent it is a down. Okay, then just we have put the rectangle. Okay, we have put the rectangle, and just I am putting here the number of fingers. Okay, so I am commenting this, and let me show you first the output. Let me show you the output this, and then we will modify this program. So it is 0, cv2.0. yes. Okay, now there is no hand present. Okay, no hand present in the frame, so it is not drawing any rectangle or any text. Is only FPS it is showing. Now I'm showing one hand. You can see here, and you can also see the output here, because I have print the fingers. Now output is 111. Now you can see here all the 111s. Now only I'm showing 1, so you can see here the output. What is the output? Okay, so you can see here in a real time. If it is 2, it is changing 0 1 1 0 0. 3 0 1 1 1 0. It is 4 0 1 1 1 1. It is 5 only thumb 1 0 0 0 0. Okay, 1 1 0 0 0. Okay, so like this 1 0 0. So you can give the hand gesture. Okay, any hand gesture you can give, and what you can do using this hand gesture. Now if you know the hand gesture, then you can do anything. Like you have to operate something, you have to actuate something, or you have to play some sound. All these things you can do. Okay, so you just want the hand gesture, and you can easily get the hand gesture. Now what I have done, I have calculated here the total fingers. So how many total fingers are there? So here I have counted it. Count 1. How many ones are there? I have counted ones. How many ones? There are 5 ones, so total finger is equal to 5. If there are only 1 ones, total finger is equal to 1. And then after that, total fingers, I am just putting that total fingers in the frame. I'm putting the text only, very simple. So just look at the output. how I have modified this program. Okay, so there are 0 fingers. How many fingers? 5 fingers. How many fingers? 2 fingers, 3 fingers, 4 fingers, 5 fingers. 1 fingers only. Okay, 1 finger, 2 finger, 3 finger. Okay, so I can easily get what I'm doing here, 1, and using my laptop camera, it is giving the best result. Okay, so you can see 5, 2, 3, 4, 1, 0, 0, 5, 0, 5, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, just think, use your logic, how we can use this project, how you can use this program to extend to your innovative project, the basic all these things is given here. So if you have the total numbers of figure, how many fingers are up, you can do anything. So are you getting this? Yes, any question? Adib, Manas, are you getting this? I'm providing all this code, all the codes I'm providing in that Google folder. That Google folder is very, very much important for you. I'm saving yours. If your project, your final year projects are the if you're doing the same project, then the cost of this project, if you are go for the outside to purchase the same project, the cost is nearly about 20,000 rupees. 20,000 rupees to 25,000 rupees for this project only, and it or gesture recognition project. Only some hardware you have to attach there. Only hardware you have to attach. That's it. And the cost is 15,000 to 20,000 rupees. Okay, I'm saving all these things. Okay, yes, correct. Speechless person language detection, correct. Yeah, that is called the innovation. Manas, very correct, very good. Okay, now next I will be giving you this one, hand finger distance. This project, just I am running this. You can play around this, all the files later. Okay, so what I'm doing, I'm just removing this my camera. Okay, so one hand. Okay, one hand. Second hand. Now I want the distance between the two hands. Now you can see here, I have printed the distance in an integer. Okay, so you can see the distance also here. One hand, second hand. Now what is the distance? I have calculated the distance between the index fingers only. Okay, index finger. Now you can see. Now I think it is 780. Okay, it is nearly about 780. Now I'm decreasing the distance. It is nearly about 60, 50 to 60. Okay, so again increasing. So what you can do, you can again use for the gesture recognition. Suppose if you want to vary the brightness of the light brightness you want to vary. So you have this varied, you have these values. Now using this value, use this value to vary the brightness. The brightness can be easily varied by providing the different PWM. Okay, so if you know the simple hardware electronics, you can easily convert this project into some meaningful project. So hand distance, hand distance, hand distance. Yes, if only one hand is there, okay, output is no there, output is not. Okay, so that's it. This is the one of the project that I want to show you. Now second, all the codes you are going to get, and all there are the running codes. I am not modifying that codes. You can only copy that code, just you have to modify it. Okay, but modification is not so much easy. For modification you require the basic knowledge of language, and that language that you can get when you have the knowledge of Python. Okay. Now the next thing that I want to show you as the yes, this one, Arduino. Now what I have done here, you can see here the same code. Code is same, only I implemented one library here. I have included one library that is called a serial module. Why serial module? Because if I have the Arduino with me, you can see here. See here, I have the Arduino. 1 minute, I have to just make a setting of my camera. It is not auto focusing. Okay. Oh, okay. Now this is my Arduino. Okay, I have connected several LEDs to this. This LED represent the fingers. This LED represent the fingers of the my hand. If my finger is up, then the LED should be glowing. If finger is down, then the LED should be stopped. Okay, so what I'm doing, just I'm attaching this. I have downloaded one program here. Already I have downloaded the program in this Arduino. I will be showing that program also, and also I am uploading the program in that Google Drive also. Okay, so what I'm doing here. Okay, so I'm running this program, Arduino. Okay, let me show you the both. Okay, so let's see first which camera is default one. Okay, so this is the default camera. I don't want this to be default. It should be one. Okay, and then I want one application that is with VLC. Okay, just VLC to see the output. Open capture device and video. Yes, I want this one. Okay, so this is the output window I'm putting here, and just I'm running this. Okay, what is running? Okay, hand fee. Okay, so it should not be run. You should run this finger counter Arduino. Okay, so that's it. So this is my original detected. This is my output. Okay, so now how many fingers up? No fingers. So how many LEDs are there? How many LEDs? 0 LEDs. Okay, so you can see here. Yeah, now it is showing. Okay, so 5 fingers, 5 LEDs. Okay, only 1 finger, 1 LED. 2 fingers, 2 LED. 3 fingers, 3 fingers. Yes, 3 fingers, 3 LEDs. 4 fingers, 4 LED. So actually it is not refreshing. Yes, now it is refreshing. 4 fingers. Okay, 4 fingers and 5 fingers. Only thumb. Only thumb. Only thumb. Only one. Actually, it's showing only one, but it is not showing in this VLC. It is updating. Yes, update. Yes, now it is updating. Okay, 1. Okay, 0, 1. So have you understood this? 0. Understood? So it means that using this opencv, we can communicate to the one of the embedded hardware also. We can easily communicate through the serial through the serial wire, I'm sending the command. I'm sending the command to my Arduino, and on Arduino, what I have done, I have written one program. Okay, so here you can see here. Okay, so here I have opened my serial. This is the serial port. This is a serial port I have given. In your case, you have to give, if you are this, it has to be, in your case, if your operating system is the Windows operating system, you have to modify as a COM5 or COM3, like that. Okay, so whatever the serial port is there, you just have to give the name here. Okay, and then it's baud rate, the serial baud rate, and then after that the object is my serial, and just that's it. Send that finger one data, send the finger one data to my serial, send the finger one data to my serial. Okay, now the second application I want to show you. Now here only I have modified, I have changes the LED, I have changes the LED. Now you can see here, so I'm again opening the VLC. Okay, so this is the output. Now I'm trying to run this. Okay, so run this. The same program I'm running. Same program running. I modified the Arduino program. I have modified the Arduino program. I have not modified this program. The same program is valid for this program also. Now here, are you able to see the output? Type yes. Both output, like my hands. Hands I'm not showing, but what is the number you are looking at the 7 segment? Is it 0? Yes. Okay. So let's see. What is this number? 5. So are you able to see 5 on 7 segment? What is the number? Number is 1. Actually, it is get changes, but it is not reflected in VLC. It is not. Yes, now it is reflecting. Okay. Now 2. Yes, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and 0, and 0. Yes, reflect. In my camera, actually, the VLC, it is having the problem with VLC. Yes, 0. Now it is 0. Are you getting this? So it means that whatever the command I have sent the command only for 10011, like that. Only 5 data I have given to the Arduino. Now whatever the with that data, if you want to do that, you have to do that, you have to handle on the Arduino. That you have to handle on Arduino directly. Okay, so I can show you. How many of you know the Arduino? Yes, how many of you are knowing the Arduino? Just type me in chat box. Okay, so if you know, if you don't know the Arduino, we are also taking the some workshop of the Arduino also. Workshop of Arduino. Now this is the code. Actually, this is the code that I have written. You can see here display 0, display 1, display 2, display 3, display 4, and display 5. And here I am receiving all the received data. I have decoded, and then after that I have counted the how many fingers are off, and then when the case 0, when the finger count is 0, display 0. When case is finger count is 1, display 1, like the very simple program. Very simple program. Okay, so the same program I will be providing to you. Both program, LED program and 7 segment program, both program I will be providing. Okay, and now the same now what is the problem? The problem is I have to adjust every time. I have to adjust every time. I have to adjust the VLC. So what I can do, I can use my skill of the OpenCV. I am placing the camera, I am placing the output of the camera, both camera, in the same frame. Okay, so you can see, are you able to see the output of the LED as well as my hand in the same frame? 5, 2, 3, 4. Yes. Now it is real time. Here it show the number also, it show the output of the second camera also, and it show the first camera output also. All these things is embedded in a single window. That's very amazing. Yes, Buran. Okay, so it's last 20 minutes. So I think madam has given me the time up to this only. So all the programs I'm uploading soon, very soon, in up to, you are getting up to the 6 p.m. So yes, any question? The question answer will take the 5-minute question answer, and then after that, from the 4:50, 4:45, the valedictory session has been started. So you have the 4 minutes from right now. So any questions?
Please unmute and ask the questions also. Yeah, write down in the chat box.
Yes. Or you can write your question in the chat box also. Okay. So, or otherwise, you can give the feedback.
Sir, can Arduino support the image processing codes?
No, Arduino doesn't support image processing. For image processing, you have to go for the Raspberry Pi. If you want to do for the standalone, suppose if you do for this project, the same project, if you want to implement and you don't want to use the computer or laptop, okay, so instead of using the computer or laptop, you can go to the, or you can install the OpenCV on Raspberry Pi, and you can Raspberry Pi is having the IO ports also, IO lines also, so no need to give the Arduino access there directly. You can attach that LED to directly Raspberry Pi, and you can run the OpenCV on Raspberry Pi very easily.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Hello, sir.
Yes.
Sir, instead of using PyCharm, can we use VS Code?
VS Code also you can use. Yes, VS Code also you can use. Just you have to take care of that, the installation of the libraries that we have used, because here the different method and there are different method for installing the libraries. The VS Code can be used. You can use the Jupyter notebook also. Even you can use the you can execute the same code on Google Colab also. Okay. And no need for the PyCharm also or a Spider. You can even use the Notepad for execution of all the code. Why we are using PyCharm? Only because we want to create the virtual environment for each and every project separately. That's why we are using PyCharm.
Okay,
the same you can
sir.
do on command line also, Alina. You can do the virtual environment on a command line also.
Okay, sir. Sir, I want to give one feedback.
Yeah.
Sir, thank you for such an interesting session on image and video processing using opencv-python. Overall, it was a very informative training session. The contents got well covered. And also thank you for practically demonstrating the concept very well and also providing us the recording which will help us further practice. And also I would like to thank our HOD Chogula ma'am and Goelkar ma'am for organizing this 5 days training program on OpenCV. Thank you.
Thank you, Alina.
Yes, from second year. Abid also. Abid is there? Abid Sheikh.
Yes, ma'am.
Abid is active person.
He also want to give the feedback. Yes, Abid.
It was an amazing course. We learned many things. The sir guided us very properly, and we also learned problem solving through opencv Python. And it was a better step in understanding opencv Python, both opencv and Python and programming. I thank our teachers for organizing this, and of course, I thank you, sir, for providing such amazing opportunity for us to learn this. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Adib.
Yes, Akshata is, thank you, Abid. Akshata is there. Akshata Pednekar. She also wants to give a bit.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir, for this amazing session, and this will helpful for us for the final year project also.
Yes,
So
definitely.
thank you for this content, sir.
Yes, definitely. Such a kind of workshop we can organize on Raspberry Pi also. Because whatever the practicals we have taken now, that is on the computer. But the same thing, if we are going to implement on Raspberry Pi, we are facing a lots of challenges. That is not so much easy for implementing the same on Raspberry Pi. So that also we can do. Thank you, Anisha and Sarin.
Yes, any
students
other
are
members, if they want to give their feedback, just unmute yourself and give the feedback. That will be more better.
Hello.
Yes, Burhan.
Yes,
Yes. So firstly, I would like to thank Ganesh Attarde sir for giving his valuable time for this 5 days training program on image and video processing using opencv-python. This program was seriously very beneficial for us as sir guided us from scratch, and the things which he taught were really valuable, and definitely it will help us in building our projects and in career also. And secondly, I would also thank to our head of department Chaugule ma'am for encouraging us always and giving this opportunity to enroll us in this 5 days training programs and also spending time with us today. So thank you sir and thank you ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you, Burhan.
okay, thank you, Burhan. Now I would like to call our HOD madam to give her views about this training program, 5 days training program.
Thank you, madam.
Yes,
Okay,
ma'am.
first of all, I would like to thank Mr. Yes, am I audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
You are audible.
Yes. Okay. So first of all, I would like to thank Mr. Ganesh Attarde sir, who has spent his time in this 5 days training program on image and video processing using OpenCV Python. Okay, the participants were from second year, third year, and from final year. So first of all, while I was worried that for second year how it will be, means how they are going to understand the things, because they are not at all knowing Python as well as image processing. But I think that these 5 days are so much beneficial for our students that they have learned from the things from very basic, though they have not having much knowledge about digital image itself. They are able to learn the things, and I'm sure that they are able to build their own projects in image and video processing. So definitely this training program will be helpful for all our students for building their own projects. They are means they get a boost now that yes, they can do some projects of their own in image and video processing. And as sir has rightly pointed that unless and until you are having some hardware associated with it, either it may be Arduino, either it may be Raspberry Pi, that will be a full-fledged, I think it is a product that our students can bring in a market, right? So with this, so whatever we have done in these 5 days, that is a first step towards the center of excellence in this image and video processing. And now you may think of building your own projects, and in future we will cover the further aspects of the same. Okay, so on behalf of Electronics and Telecommunication Engineering Department of Finolex Academy of Management and Technology, Ratnagiri, once again I would like to thank Mr. Ganesh Attarde sir for giving this valuable guidance to our students. Secondly, I would like to thank our faculty coordinator, Mrs. Goilkar madam, for she will be involved in this. She has involved in this 5 days actively. And not the last, our students that who have participated actively in this training program. Okay, so once again, thank you all. Yes, sir, would you like to share a few things, your experience here
Yes,
online in our college?
yes. Actually, Sheikh Adil is asking that, sir, can you guide us about your achievements and your success story? Actually, because of the time. Because if I start my success story, it requires 2 to 3 hours. I have also talked in some motivational as a motivational speaker in a different webinars. So in some other days we can talk our success story also. But I think one point I have to share with you. I am also from electronics and telecommunication background. Though you are thinking that, sir, your programming is very good. So this is a myth that the only computer student can do a program. But I'm not I'm the exception of that myth actually. Okay, so in our circle, whatever friend circle we are having, though I am having the branch as a ENTC, because of the ENTC, whatever the learning, whatever the different subjects that we are teaching on our branch, that will guide us to do for the different thinking, and that is very beneficial for give some different logic, because we know the hardware, and if you know the software, then there is a very good combination. But what is the disadvantage of having the computers only? They only know the software part. They don't know how that actually 0 gets stored in the memory. But we know that how the 0 gets stored, how the 1 gets stored, and how that calculation has been done, how the 4-bit adder has been done, how the 4-bit subtractor. We know all these basics, so that's why it is very easy to learn the programming for the electronics and telecommunication students. So if you are weak in programming, no doubt you are best from the computer students. Just start learning from yourself. Explore yourself.
Sir, just I would like to add a few things, whatever you have said. Na?
Yeah.
Because our ENTC students are always having this sort of, what we can say, phobia that about programming. Na? But whatever you have said, that is absolutely correct, that this is our strength, that of electronics and telecommunication students, that we are having a background of core electronics, telecommunication, as well as information technology. So students should take this as a positive thing, and they should excel themselves.
Very good.
Yes. Okay, madam, you can conclude now.
Yeah.
Okay.
One
Thank
more,
you, sir.
last, madam. One more thing I want to share with me, because the students are writing so much of good feedback. Just I wanted to share my review link. That is, you can go to the link.ganeshattarde.com/review. You can note down this. You can, because it is a global review and anyone can see this review. You can, whatever the review you have given here, you can go there in this link, and you can submit your review about this program. It's a total review 155. Whatever the previous review, you can also read out. You just have to go with this link. I'm putting this link in a chat box. Madam also sharing this link on your group, so that also I can get the benefit from you also. Okay, madam.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you, madam. Now, good evening to dear all attendees. Now it's time to express vote of thanks. I would like to thank resource person of this training program, Mr. Ganesh Attade sir, who has spent his valuable time to guide and give the training to the participants. I would like to express my sincere thanks to our principal sir, Dr. Kaushal Prasad sir, to given a permission to arrange this training program, 5 days training program. Thanks to our HOD madam, Dr. Sharda Chowgule madam, to give her valuable guidance and support. Thanks to teaching and non-teaching staff and our department faculty members. Special thanks to dear students for attending this training program. I am certain that this training program will become helpful to all the participants in their future professional career. Thank you all. Now one announcement here. Just now I shared the quiz and feedback link in the chat box. So fill the quiz, attend the quiz and fill the feedback link. In a one link, quiz, feedback and today's attendance is also there. So attempt the quiz, fill the feedback and mark your attendance. And the time duration is 30 minutes. Okay, thank you all. Thank you, madam.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. Thank you all.
Thank you, ma'am.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay. We will see you soon, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
Once again.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Okay. Thank you.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Suhasini, ma'am.